Napa know-how.
Right now, you can get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail with the purchase of a Napa Legend Premium battery. Its durability and power make it the obvious choice for people who hate getting stranded by a dead car battery. So pretty much everyone. The Napa Legend Premium battery and $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Limit 2 per household while supplies last. Offer ends 2/28/19.
Blog Talk Radio.
Goldilocks Productions provides professional internet, TV, and radio shows in the spiritual and New Age genre.
Enjoy this presentation of the Jimmy Mack Healing Show.
Hey, everybody. It's Jimmy Mack coming to you live with another show out of the Tampa Bay area of Florida. Welcome. We're glad you're here tonight. If you are not already on our email list, we send out a little newsletter, e-newsletter every Wednesday, so you definitely want to pick that up. You can just email us, info@jimmymackhealing.com. Be glad to put you on that. It's all free. It's all about affirmations and audio and video and a lot of different updates in it. So you definitely want to join in on the fun. Of course, we're here every Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we offer healings as well as readings. So you want to be certain to give us a call, get in the queue, and it's 713-955-0594. If you are already in listening mode, you need to press 1 if you want to raise your hand and ask questions. So we've had people sit through the whole show and go, "You never pick me, you never choose me." I said, "Did you pick 1? Press 1?" And they said, "No, I didn't know how to press 1." So you definitely want to press 1 to raise your hand to ask a question. So get in on the fun, folks, and definitely narrow it down. If you have something going on with relationships and money and a girlfriend issue, boyfriend issue, work, all this stuff, and health, grab one thing, and let's see if we can't really help you with that, as opposed to saying our biggest pet peeve is, "I don't know, just read me." It's like, no, narrow it down, and you'll be happier, and we'll all be a little less frustrated with that. So for those of you that are not watching the address by El Presidente tonight at 9 p.m. We welcome you to the show, and we look forward to giving you live messages and, of course, healings as well. So keep that in mind. Again, it's 713-955-0594. Press 1 to raise your hand and ask a question. And join us here each week for the show. We really appreciate everybody dialing in, and we always have fun. And also, if you haven't already picked up Gold Coin, that's our latest audio MP3, and that came out last Wednesday. You definitely want to get on the newsletter so you can see the sales page on that. It's an audio MP3. It's about a half hour long. It's all about money, of course, and savings, Gold Coin as it implies. There's even stock trading in there, and cryptocurrency, and even the lottery. So it's all about clearing energetic blocks with those subjects. And we even have an audio MP3 entitled Tax Time, which has to do with clearings of the IRS and even worldwide taxing issues. So it won't matter where you're at or who's in charge of paying the tax or collecting the tax. We just really pretty much calm all that down at all ends. So you want to look at that as well. Always reach out to us if we can help you in any way. So we're excited about tonight's special guest. This is Lisha Antiqua, and she's known as the Trauma Transformer. She uses her unique trauma recovery method to help her clients reclaim their power and individuality. She has been featured on ABC, NBC, and Fox, and awarded as one of America's premier experts in self-care. She's the founder of 3 companies, all designed to help members through self-awareness and love and generational patterns, limited living, and disease, of course. And she believes there's nothing more beautiful than a person who knows themselves inside and out. Lisha is a best-selling author of From Bondage to Happiness, an international speaker and teacher. She's currently earning her PhD in spiritual psychology and focusing on trauma recovery and publishing her methodology. She's also the CEO of her own university, which offers monthly members groundbreaking personal developmental tools and features certification programs for coaches as well as yoga teachers. Lisha continues to work with private clients, group classes, and students in her certification programs, much like we have as well. So it's fantastic. I love it. You can find out more, HTTPS, of course, // AntiquaLibby.com. How are you tonight? Welcome to the show.
I am good. Thank you so much for having me. Hello, everybody.
You bet.
So you're having an awesome night.
Oh, yeah, you bet. We're glad you're here, too. Gosh. So tell folks more about that. I kind of blazed through it. And what's been going on with you lately? I know you've got, like me, you've got a bio kit and a media kit and just endless reams of stuff. And, I ask every intuitive and every psychic and every healer I have on the show, what have you noticed lately? In other words, what has your client mix been? It seems to come in spurts for us, at least. It's either solid relationships for a week, and the week after that, it's all health issues, and the week after that, it's nothing but, business questions. So I just wondered.
Yeah. Right now, I think most people that I'm talking to are going through relationship stuff. Maybe it's just
coming up on Valentine's Day, all that.
Coming up on Valentine's Day. There's, and I really love focusing. It's been a while, actually, since I focused on ending the cycle of abuse. There's that, and then career path is always like talking to people that are going into yoga, going into coaching, everything that we have at your own university. So, those are the things that are circling about, and ending the cycle of abuse and knowing what that is and how we abuse ourselves and how we can stop it.
I love that. Well said. I even have a half-hour audio MP3 on abuse. I'll have to send it to you just so you can check it out. And I do like the guys, from Access Consciousness. They had like 3 audio MP3s on abuse and went through a long list of stuff. And, everything from, even us going to college and getting abused by the professors to, of course, our parents. I mean, it's endless. People don't realize how incredibly vast, what a deep morass that is. So.
Yeah, and we don't recognize it. There's a lot of little nuances that we don't recognize. So I love talking about that. I love ending that. And I have a bit of a cold, so if you hear me sniffling, everybody, it's that. I'll receive Reiki. You can send it to me.
There you go.
The Alaska cold is happening here, but we're mending. I'm mending.
Love it.
Anyway.
Yeah. Very cool. Well, we'll grab a caller, and, folks, give a call in, and you're going to want to ask her questions, of course. We'll do some healings on you. It's 713-955-0594. You got to press 1 to raise your hand. There's a lot of folks on the call through the URL and, of course, on the phone call itself, but you got to press 1 to raise your hand to ask a question. We've got an international caller. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Good morning, Jimmy, from Perth, Western Australia. Happy Chinese New Year.
Hey,
hello,
how are you?
How are you? Thank you
for
taking my call. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got through, love. You have a question for her, honey?
Yes, because I'm a bit traumatized myself, as Jimmy would know. I was involved in a hit and run a few months ago, so there is trauma still here, which is sort of blocking me, and there's still residual pain in the broken leg, but I am healing. So I'd like some advice on that, please, Alicia.
Yeah, I was feeling it. Yeah, I was feeling it actually. Is it your right side?
No, it was my left leg, actually, my tibia and
Your
fibula.
left leg? Okay, I'm trying to figure out which way. Sometimes I mirror and sometimes I don't mirror. So I'm trying to just feel into it. So will you allow me to just feel into it for a moment?
Sure.
Thank you. The first is that permission, right? We like give each other like little soul sisters. Thank you.
Mhm.
And then, if you would, just put your hands over where it's hurting. And just for a moment, give yourself permission to give that area just your full and complete attention and love. And acknowledge that it's gone through a trauma. Acknowledge the bone and the scar tissue as it's forming, and the muscles and the ligaments and the tendons and the veins. This feeling there. Does it have a color?
I imagine golden white, healing light most days.
Golden white, healing light, beautiful. So acknowledge that. And does any emotion or sensation come up?
A fear, overwhelming fear.
Yeah, so feel that, okay? And invite yourself to just really acknowledge that you survived.
Yeah.
And acknowledge
people
the
have
leg
actually stopped me in the street and said that to me. Yeah, you're lucky you're alive.
Yeah. So allow that to sink into the bone there. And that I survived. And affirm that in there, that you survived. And then whenever you're ready, if there's any part, you can just feel it coming into your hand. If there's any part of residual fear that you're ready to let go, because we don't want to let anything go, spiritual lesson or a lesson that you need here in the world, if you haven't got it yet, right? We don't want to spiritually bypass anything. So in a really safe, beautiful way, be like, all right, is there any of this that's hanging out that I've already got? That I already got. And receive that into your hands. You can just kind of shake it off and then receive it more into your hands. And then I say, send it back to the dirt. You know, that beautiful passage that says, in the end, like, we'll all go back to the dirt, except our souls, right? We'll all go back to the dirt. So any part of you that's mental, physical, emotional, that is on this plane, that's ready to just go back to the dirt, let it. And dirt to me stands for dissolve, resolve, transform, transmute, and transcend. So we dissolve on a physical level. We resolve on a mental level. We transform on the emotional level. You transcend on the etheric, like psychic field, your auric level. And then you transcend it. So reinfuse your soul body into that tissue that you had to leave for a moment, right? We have to leave. The soul gets kind of tucked away when we go through trauma. So invite yourself, your true self, your high self, back into that part of your body. How does that feel?
Better, yes, thank you. Thank you, Lisha.
Yeah, and you can use that dirt anytime.
I will.
Oh, good.
I have been blessed. I've had healing from Jimmy over the last couple of months. Thank you, Jimmy. That has helped as well. But thanks for today.
I love that acronym. Anybody's gonna want to really listen to the replay to get the acronym, or send her an email, or send me an email. It's info@jimmymackhealing.com. We'll send you all her contact information as well as ours. And I love that. What a great little acronym to use, right?
Yeah, when I was sick many years ago, the angels came, and when I was sick many years ago, the angels came and gave me that acronym. And then a couple people started using similar things, and I'm like, oh, I'm not crazy, right? So it's part of the healing methodology that we teach at your own university in our trauma therapy methodology. So yeah, feel free to use it. I just love that it's dirt, right? It makes sense to me.
Right.
I will use it. Thank you, guys.
Sending it back to the dirt. How are you doing, honey? You doing okay?
Well, Jimmy, can I do a little bit of financial work with you quickly before I go off the air?
Sure. Yeah. So just stand up, rock it out, face due north. We'll work on our co-host, co-guest, Cold next. We'll show her how we do. So if you're facing due north right now, you just say there's weakness in my good fortune or money and see if you go forward, back, or in between.
There's weakness in my good fortune and money. Back.
Yeah. So that's no. So that's fabulous. There's positive strength in my good fortune and money.
There's positive strength in my good fortune and money. Forward.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're going to make that even stronger, and all I'm doing is my liquid fish right now. It's going to pull you forward when it comes in faster and harder.
Yep. Really forward, Jimmy. Really forward. Thank you.
Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Nice. I love that you're using muscle testing. That's beautiful. A little search going on here.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Anybody that wants to use their fingers and call in, that's fine too. We use pendulums, whatever works. So it's all good, heavy and light, whatever your method might be. So that's bound to help you, honey. We're glad we're talking to you. It's like, isn't it like Wednesday morning there? It always fascinates me.
Yes.
So I'm like a little kid.
I know. I think about your dad. He was always interested in time zones. It's about 10 past 10 in the morning here in Perth, Western Australia.
Wow. So cool. That's awesome.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Have a great
Love
day.
it. Thank you, honey. Appreciate you dialing in.
Bye.
Yeah. Thanks for calling in, too. She's so sweet. She always sends me stuff, Lisha, on Facebook, and it's the most exotic birds you've ever seen. Hell, they're out on her balcony, and, like, she's feeding them. And, I mean, they look like toucans and stuff, you know, Australian birds. It's just wild looking. I know they're so unusual and so pretty. And Spirit always comes to me in birds. My brother's in Spirit, and he was gorgeous. And he always comes to me in birds, too, the most unusual birds ever. So I love it. I love it. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Birds are wonderful.
Hey, everybody. Yeah, lots of folks on the call, and the URL, you got to press 1 to raise your hand and get in on this, 713-955-0594. Press 1 to raise your hand. Why don't we have you, do you use a pendulum at all or muscle test with your fingers, anything like that, honey, or standing?
I like standing better because my fingers I tend
I do
to.
too. You can't
I think
skew it.
I cheat. I think I cheat. I don't know. It's
Yeah.
never really accurate.
Well, I'll tell you, here's the funny part. If you're not cleaned up enough, you definitely will, will it or change it or what have you. Every year I go speak before the Dowsers, Florida Dowsers group. It's out of the Villages of Florida. It's the humongous retirement area. It's huge. You can't even see the end of it. And, there'll be hundreds of people in there. And so I present to them, and they all use pendulums, and they're big on dowsing, but a lot of folks, I won't say are doing it wrong. They're just not getting the right information because they're not cleaned up enough, energetically.
Yeah.
But go ahead and stand up, face due north, and we'll get you straightened up on your cold and all that. So.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah. So just say I am clear and see if you go forward, back, or in between. And you don't know what my word tracks are, so you can't skew them.
I am clear. Forward.
Okay, and we'll leave that. Second one is, I am unclear.
I am unclear. I went sideways and back.
Okay, that's good. And the third is I'm running forward.
I'm running forward. Yes.
Excellent. So now it's as if we turned on your computer, we jumped onto Google and the Internet, and then we'd flash over to Amazon, eBay, what have you. So I would just own the cold when I check in with them, and it's all spirit. You do have a bacterial infection. It isn't viral. Mold, fungus, mildew, yeast, candida, negative pathogen, parasites. No, it's all bacterial. So I would just own it and say I have an overrun of bacterial infection right now.
I have an overrun of bacterial infection right now. Yes.
And we're going to release it, resolve it, delete and erase it, disentangle it all out now for pull her straight back when you're done. Thank you.
Nice. How was that?
And I would also have learned all the lessons I needed to from this.
I've learned all the lessons I've needed from this. Yes.
Good. And
my yes is really strong with you.
Yeah, my stuff's all Holy Spirit stuff. That's between you and I. And the other one really would be Yeah, exactly. And the other one would be having this cold still serves me.
Having this cold still serves me.
Good. So it feels like you're on the tail end of it, which is great. So that's dreamy. I would say when I go through your body, it isn't nasal, sinus, bronchial. It's down into lungs. So could even flash over from sadness to sorrow. But we'll just take all that out real quick as well. It's going to pull you straight back when it releases.
Yes.
There you go. And that's bound to help you.
Yeah,
you got a kitty cat.
I do. It's like,
yeah.
I tried to get them out before.
Right? No, they want to be in the energy. My big fat black cat's laying on the bed next to me. He's a scream, and it's like I can't even close the doors in the house. He'll run and jump and knock them open. So, and sure enough, like he knows what time the show is or something, he comes running in here and jumps on the bed. You know, it's like hysterical.
Good energy.
So, yeah, I think so. I think they pick up on it. I really do. Isn't that funny? So the other thing that shows up for you when I ask them, blue, yellow, green, blue, green, yellow, red. You test really good for the red Listerine kind of stuff, dollar store, Dollar Tree, whatever. The red color would help you a lot gargling with that. That'll actually get all up in your sinuses and breathing, and, that will eventually work its way through bronchial and lung, and that would help you as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing that would actually help you too is they have thousands of videos. It sounds so weird on YouTube, and it's all about huffing hydrogen peroxide, regular household hydrogen peroxide. And I don't get that you need to huff it, but you could really do well by sticking your finger in the lid and rubbing it all up on the inside of your nose and snorting that. And that would really, really help you, too, for your breathing and everything else. So
and dry everything out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big
anything
nose,
off the wall.
Nose blowing session. Big nose blowing session lately. Yeah.
Well, that would definitely go out. That would go away by all means if you did that. So that would get you cleaned up in a hurry, no doubt.
Beautiful.
Love it. Yeah.
So is there anything
Anything else
for
come
you?
up? Gosh, whatever you can see, whatever you want to work on. We're always about promoting this show and taking it out to the masses and doing more and more and more and helping folks. So whatever shows up for you for that.
Yeah. Well, I am doing that. I shared it everywhere. And I did it. I was like, you should come now. I'm also feeling something childhood related. Maybe when you were like 5, 6, ready to clear.
Oh, sure. Please, by all means.
Yeah?
I'll tell you my quick funny story you can laugh over. My mother was sainted, and she wore a apron and baked every day. My father would say, help me take my belt off. So that tells you what we dealt with. And, he was a lot to deal with, functional alcoholic. We love him. He's in spirit now, but, he's very driven. He was very giving and kind, but, you never knew what kind of mood he was in. I think he was undiagnosed bipolar, that sort of thing,
Yeah.
And, yeah, so he was rough on my brother and me, and I swore I had my 2 gorgeous sons, and, I told them they're beautiful and love them, and I kissed their faces off every time I see them. They ended up marrying their high school sweethearts and having beautiful children. So all's well that ends well. My mother's still alive. She just turned 90 Christmas, and she's still awesome
Happy
and
birthday,
funny.
Mom.
Yeah, I know. What a dream on Christmas Day. So, but I even walk through my house and say, I love you, Kevin, to my brother, and I say, I love you, Dad, and help us, and, all that. So I have no doubt there was cray stuff you might be picking up on at 5 or 6. So.
Yeah. So I'm seeing a little version of you. I'm seeing stairs. And Hamid, the angel Hamid, came up in the miracles card. And you just want to bring your hand to your heart and just take a few deep breaths. into your
Love
heart
it.
center and just pull into and lean into little Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
There's probably a decision that you made, maybe about your dad, maybe about how not to be, but still really working on how not to be. And I'm feeling a little bit in my liver area, so that's a little anger, there, a little pancreas there, digestion there. So just feeling into that and really acknowledging little Jimmy for that, inviting your high soul in. And if you're comfortable, invite little Jimmy into, like, he did it. Like, he really did good. Like, I congratulate him. He did good.
Love it.
He did, yeah, he did good. And let him come into your high heart and be free. He doesn't have to be all grown up and stoic anymore.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to have it all together anymore. He can be let go. And if there's anything in there that is ready to just go back to the dirt, it can go.
Oh, yeah, and say the acronym again. I love that. So folks can
dissolve,
get it.
resolve, transform, transmute, and transcend. Just invite it to dissolve, resolve, transform, transmute, and transcend. Right back to the dirt. And the true little playing, fun, free, even more free than you already are. Right? You don't have to try anymore. That organically free, fun, messy kid can come out, and you can trust him. That's what I'm getting. Love it.
Yeah.
So just keep
said.
integrating that.
I wear Hawaiian shirts every day. I pretend like I'm on vacation every day, honey.
Yes.
No
But
doubt.
even more so. More so. Yeah. Beautiful.
Definitely. I'll tell you, and especially, end of last year, you reach a certain age and you go, yeah, I'm not going to do stuff I don't want to do anymore. And it's just like, what took me so long to get to that age, right? And I think everybody probably needs to reach that age about crack of 25 or 30, and you don't want to go to a wedding or a funeral, or everybody goes, let's go bowling. It's like, no, I'm good. Don't go if you don't want to go. Don't go do stuff you don't want to do. Forget that. I'd rather, paint a wall than do a lot of things. So, and I don't paint, so, you know what I mean.
I was going to say, do you like painting walls? Do you like painting? Some
No,
people love it, though.
Yeah. No, I'll go to a wedding reception, but I'm not going to a wedding, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. And so, anyway, it's just funny. And my father dragged us hunting and fishing all over the world. We went all through Alaska, by the way, where you're at. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah. So it's interesting. You're on the show tonight because that shows up my father's stuff. We went to so many places there, honey. We went duck and goose hunting in the Aleutian Island chain. How crazy is that? So there you go. Yeah, all over, and caribou hunting, moose hunting, you name it. It was unbelievable. So I look back on it now as adventurous, but that was a long, long time ago. And now I'm just like, I want to hug the moose and hug the kitty cats, and I love all of them. So I would never, hurt anything or whatever. It would pain me to see anything hurt, But that was back in the day. So everybody's got their stuff, but it's very interesting.
Well,
but
everybody
it's such a
hunts and
gorgeous,
fishes up here. It's just part of.
Yeah, that's all they do is hunt and fish. Yeah, that's like part of the
Alaska
lifestyle.
Is.
Yeah. Whereabouts are you at?
I'm in Wasilla, so right outside of Anchorage.
Wow.
Wasilla.
Okay. Yeah, that's even been on the shows of the below zero places and all that.
Yeah.
So very cool.
We have our
cool.
days. It's been warm here compared to the lower 48 though. So that's nice.
Yeah. Well, we've had everything from freezing to flooding to everything in between. January is really cold for us in Florida, so it was brutal for us. It goes below 70 and I get a chill, so definitely I get it. Well, folks, give us a call, 713-955-0594. It's a lot of folks on the line, and the URL, of course, listening on the computer. You got to press 1 if you want to ask a question and get in on this. What else you got going on, girl? As far as you sound busy, you've got a lot of things happening, university, all that.
So I'm doing angel blessings. That's one thing that I can do. So I can do those. Those are pretty simple here online. I have the angel cards with me. So if you're interested in asking the angels a question, tap, tap. I'm very intuitive, as you can tell, and I do transformational work and inner healing work. So I have that going on personally. And some the abuse things go on. And then you're on university, we do master classes. So if you want to have a place to come and teach some of your stuff, come on over there. And we do master classes, and we have a wonderful membership site, as well as we have 365 days of love. And that's just for getting on our mailing list. I put together a 365 letters of a tip a day. 10 minutes, takes 10 minutes or less, and that will bring balance, because my clients were off physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Their relationships were in havoc, and their purpose was in havoc, right? So how do you cover it all? Well, we're looking at a holistic model here. And I wrote a book a while back with one of my friends, Dr. Diadio Moses, and I took pieces of that book and I turned them into these letters, and I added to it and tips from amazing people just about how to really live your most successful life in alignment with who you are, and figure out who you are, right? Figure out who you are, because we're all different, and if we follow somebody else, then we're screwed. So figure out who you are, so it systematically leads new members of our community through that process in a little 10 minutes a day for 365 days. So it's a huge friggin' value gift, and just for saying yes and letting me send you emails and stuff about your own university TV and other things. So that's what we got going on.
Love that. Well, tell folks how to get on that. What's the website and whatnot, or the email to send?
Yeah, easy. It's just yourownuniversity.com.
Excellent.
yourownuniversity.com.
folks. OWNuniversity.com. That's really cool. Hey, we got another international caller. We're going worldwide tonight. Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Lisha. It's Trond here from Sydney. How are you?
Hey, I'm
wonderful.
good.
How are
Australia. Got a lot of Australia going on tonight. You have a question for her?
Yeah, I do, actually. For the last couple of months, I've been a bit impatient with family and especially wives. So a bit of tightening in the chest, feel quite angry. So I'm wondering if there's some trauma from this or previous lives that can be loosened up a bit. I'm grinding a bit too much on my family at the moment.
You feel into that? Can I have permission to feel into that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I always ask that permission because that really allows me to, and then at the end, I just kind of take myself out of the equation so you can have all of you back. I'm feeling some sorrow. I'm feeling something happening in my left ear that opened up the front of the neck. Are you having inner ear issues?
I used to have as a kid, not so much anymore.
Yeah? Okay, so I would go back to that child. Go ahead and place your hand on your heart. And so your unconscious, subconscious mind is ready for you to heal. Feel that pain. And oftentimes we develop ear pain because we're not being heard. Does that resonate?
That sounds familiar. Yes.
So we're not going to hear, right? And is your current circumstances of family, does that align with what's happening now, not being heard, not hearing?
Yes, I don't feel heard, and I think I ignore certain messages as well from my better half.
Yeah. So what would it be like to fully hear to understand and be heard to understand? Could you trust yourself to do that?
Yes.
Yes. So go ahead and invite your little boy that so long ago just wanted to be heard into your heart. And I want to invite you to ask him if there's anything that he needs to say to you now. You can say it out loud or you don't have to. Right? You can keep it to yourself. We're live radio here.
I think I keep that one to myself. Thank you.
Yeah. And just hear it. Take it in. And can you promise to hear? Be open to hearing from now on. Mainly yourself. Because when you can hear yourself, then you can express yourself, right, to be understood. And you also can then be quiet enough to listen and understand. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then the agitation and the anxiety and the frustration can go away. So your homework here today is to take some time, if you like journaling, to journal, or just sit and kind of allow yourself 5-10 minutes. It won't take long to just contemplate, well, what do I need to understand about myself? What do I need to hear? And I think that will bring you a lot of freedom and the ability to express that clearly and trust yourself to hear your better half, right? From a place of openness and curiosity.
That sounds good.
Like a fascinating book. Right?
Yeah, well, I think we fell into a particular pattern, so a bit of excitement sounds good.
Yeah.
Love it.
And
said.
It's this little boy that just doesn't trust himself to be heard. Right? So you can trust yourself to hear yourself now. And that's going to be a shift in the pattern for you. That might take a little bit of practice. But now you get to be the adult, right? Yeah.
Thank you.
Love it. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
You know, it also feels like you're really stressed out at work, energetically, I feel like, and it doesn't seem like these are people you could really snap at. So it feels like you're kind of, feeling a little stressed out on assignments, or like there's only so many hours in the day. And so then that bleeds into, I think, snapping at the wife. Does that resonate with you? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's very accurate.
A
bit on the pressure here, new job and everything.
Yeah, so you got a new job and all that. So I think that you're adjusting to that sort of thing. And so, you're certainly not going to, snap on them. And, kind of the joke is sometimes we hurt the ones we love the most, right? And so that's really what's showing up. But stand up, let's rock you out of that. And let's just come at it from a whole nother angle too. And I think what the work she did is phenomenal, and then what we're going to do will kind of help you out as well. And I just want to release the stress, chaos, drama, mystery, intrigue, and upsets of work, and it's going to release and pull you straight back. And you'll feel the wave.
Just swaying a bit at the moment.
Yeah, and that's just you swaying through it, and then it's going to pull you straight back and dump it all out.
Oh, yep, there we go.
There you go. Awesome. So that's bound to take the edge off too, because like I said, I for whatever reason, it's a job thing. I think it's a lot of the stress of the job. I do like to.
Are you not feeling heard and understood at the job?
Yeah, that's a factor as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if maybe you are, I think you've got frustration and stuff going on with that, and you can't really say anything to them. So, if the wife brings you a cup of coffee and it's lukewarm, it's like, well, why isn't it colder or hotter or what? It wouldn't matter which way it went, it just wouldn't be right. So, does that make sense? So I would have more patience and all that. If you got to get yourself a little squeezy ball or whatever you got to do, kickboxing, that sort of thing to get out of it. One of my best friends is a litigation attorney, and I got him for Christmas. It's an I'm sorry doll, and it says I'm sorry 50 different ways because he really hates to say I'm sorry. So isn't that funny? And so, right. And so it's got all these, it's like, my bad. I'm sorry. Aw, forgive me. It's like just kills him to even press it, right? So that's what I got for him. So the point is he needs to work through his stuff too. And you hear what I'm saying. And keep in mind, laughter will, and humor will disarm a lot of things. It'll go a long way. So
I used to do that, and I forgot.
Yeah, if you think of kind of the Dilbert stuff you're all caught up in, you gotta know that, I always say, well, this matter 5 or 10 years from now, and chances are it won't. Does that make sense?
It does. Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
But I promise you, the wife will be around and your son will be around. So that's huge that they don't look back on Dad and roll their eyes as, the guy that was too busy to be nice, right?
Oh, that's good to know. Very good. Thank you.
So it's bound to get better, friend. Okay?
Lovely. Thank you both very much.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Thank you.
We're glad you called in. Thank you so much. Oh, my gosh. That was great. Yeah. 713, if you want to get in on it, folks. Area code 713-955-0594. Press 1 to raise your hand. That's really interesting. You mentioned about your little university and all that sort of thing. What other courses or things do they have online? I know you did some life coaching as well and yoga stuff.
We have certifications, so we have a year-long coaching certification, and we have a 6-month track as well. So sometimes people are a life coach, or somebody is a relationship coach, or somebody is a business coach. They need that trauma element. We teach that trauma element to them, and then we have the full course online. We also help people write books, put together programs, and develop their signature speech. So that's a program that we have there. That's along the certification track, although it's more of a product track, right? And then we have a 200-hour yoga certification that's primarily online. We meet a couple times, and there's some contact because of Yoga Alliance, and we just do a really good job. That's how I got my start. Is in 2006 I opened up that school, and we have master classes there for the public as well. Yeah.
Love that.
So.
Love
that.
that.
So we're really trying to create programs that, one, support people to know themselves, love themselves, and overcome stuff, and create their unique self and step into their power and their own soul, as well as certify them to help others do the same if they feel like that's their life path.
Very cool.
Yeah. Hey.
727's our next caller. Hi, what's your name? We have an idea where you're calling from.
Debbie.
Hey,
hello,
how are
Debbie.
you tonight?
Okay.
What's going on, honey? You have a question for Lisha?
Oh, I don't know. It seems like we're in that little rat wheel where everything's just spinning and spinning and spinning. Don't know what direction it'll stop.
I think you're thinking hamster wheel, but I'll go with you on the rat.
It's a little hamster wheel.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can't get out of it. But
let's go to the angels for this one.
Good idea.
Good idea? Okay.
Good idea.
Just, take a nice deep breath into your heart center. And however you relate to the angels, I'm going to invite you to just call them into your heart, invite them into your heart, and ask them your question, like, how do I get out of this hamster wheel. What's the next step? However that aligns with you. And then I ask your permission to pull a card or two and see.
Thank you.
See who's going to help you out.
All of them.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards, feeling into this with you. Take some breaths with me. There we go. Ooh, Uziel, faith. So my question from this is, it's like wrestling, right? So Uziel is wrestling. It's a picture of was it David and the angel wrestling?
Right.
Or Daniel. Which one of them? I always get the D's mixed up. But you know the picture, you know the story. So what are you wrestling with? So you're going around and around in a circle. First figure out, like, what am I wrestling with? If you can think of one thing or a couple things. And then where truly is your faith? Where truly is your faith?
Oh,
and
my
then
faith.
if you don't like,
my faith
in that
is very
situation.
strong. Just I'm trying to find somewhere to move, and, I thought by now it would turn up, and it hasn't yet. I was hoping the new moon last night would help me, show me the light, but I guess it's not time. Oh, I don't know.
That trust, leaning into that trust, that when it is that divine timing, right? When that divine timing is here, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. You're going to move, and you're going to be so, have faith that you are going to have the best place to move.
I can't wait.
It's going to be even better than what you think. And the next one that oh my goodness. And so the next one that I got was Gabriel and it's the resurrection. Right? You're going to get off that wheel.
He's great at paperwork.
Yeah, you're going to get off that hamster wheel.
Good.
So have faith that you're going to get off that hamster wheel. Know that it's going to happen in divine timing. Keep picturing and believing that the right home and the right space that feels open and really allows you to live, to rise, right? That resurrection, to allows you to fully yes, that remind yourself of that again and again and again and again and again.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sometimes we kind of make the hamster wheel ourselves. I know I do.
Yeah. And then you get your hamster wheel, another hamster wheel.
Yeah. It's like, what am I doing? Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah. So, Jimmy, do you have anything for her?
I just want to do some healing if you want to stand up. And I'm getting bone, muscle, ligament, tendon, joint, all of that. You seem somewhat banged up. So we're just going to release all the weakness out of it. It's going to pull you straight back when it releases. And they want to go to your knees, low back, neck. It almost feels like anywhere there's a joint is kind of bothering you. Even wrists, elbows, shoulders, that sort of thing. So we're going to release all that weakness into the void. It's going to pull you straight back, and you'll feel the wave.
Okay.
Excellent. And we're just going to put positive strength in all that. Yeah. It's going to pull you forward now when it comes in. It's going to fill you up and bring you back to neutral once it's done.
Wow. I can feel it in my back.
Love it. It's bound to help you, too.
Yeah.
Definitely see you moving here in the next 7 to 10 days. So definitely see you, when you least expect it. They're showing me the silly real estate sign on the different houses, and the brokers used to have little signs on the real estate piece, maybe a foot long, 6 inches tall, foot long, and it said, "Honey, stop the car." I always thought that was so funny, right? And that's kind of what I see you doing. You almost skid to stop the car, and you're just going to 100% know this is the place.
Cool.
Does that make sense?
Cool.
So, you got to be at it every day, girl. think of it not so much as the hamster wheel, but, it's kind of the joke, and the Serengeti plain, whether you're the cheetah or the gazelle, when the sun comes up, you better be running.
Yeah.
So that's you. And when that sun comes up, you better be making phone calls, girl. You better be looking at places that you want to move to and rule them out. It's just as important to rule out what you don't want, you know what I mean, as far as what you do want, because you sure don't want to sign on for something from here through 2019 that you'll be miserable at, But I see you really, the next 7 to 10 days, you're going to wind up with something that almost is very typical, classical, they're calling it, almost with like window box planters in it, yellow. It's really traditional, funny almost house. They're saying even a gingerbread kind of house, so isn't that cool?
Cool. That is.
I love that. And I love gingerbread, so that's good luck for you, too. So.
Yep. Thank you.
Fantastic. You're welcome.
Thank
we'll
you very
send
much.
some good fortune your way. Yes, thanks for calling in tonight, honey. Yes.
Sure.
Very cool.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Yeah. Appreciate you helping everybody tonight as well. Gosh, let them know. Thanks so much for being on the show, too. We're going to wind it down, but I definitely want to have everybody let them know the best way to get a hold of you, honey, for private readings, phone, email. What's the best way to get a hold of you, and also the university information as well. Very important.
So there's a couple ways to get a hold of me. The best way is just through my personal website. That's where my coaching is. That's where I do my personal coaching. That's where I do readings, soul feedings, all of that stuff. Where you just want to work with me, this aligns with you, go to LishaAntiqua.com. So it's my name, LishaAntiqua.com. And I have some free mini courses there. The angel card readings are there. You can also get a free consultation to go deeper with me there. So everything is right there as far as working with me. And
Love it.
then the other is more of the trainings, and the 365 Days of Love and all that stuff is more of a community at yourownuniversity.com. Yeah.
Love it. Thanks so much for being on the show, honey. You added to it, and we appreciate it. And gosh, we're
Thank you
all about
so much.
helping and contributing, with folks. So we're thrilled you were on tonight, and spread the word, and we're going to stay in touch, okay?
Absolutely. I had a wonderful time. It was a blast. Thank you for your healing. My cold's going to feel better. I can feel it already. Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Yeah.
Lots of fun.
Thank you.
Lots and lots of fun. Yeah.
You bet. We'll chat soon.
All right.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Excellent. Bye, honey. Yep. So keep us in mind, folks. We're here every week, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you'd like to get a copy of tonight's show, you already have the URL. You can replay it, of course. If you don't, and you're listening over the phone, just email us, info@jimmymackhealing.com. We'll send you all of Alicia's contact information and websites, and a way to get a hold of all of us if you need sessions or books or audios or anything like that. Reach out anytime. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. I want to wish you that the rest of your life will be the best of your life, and remember to make progress every day. Thanks, everybody. Goodbye for now.
Napa know-how.
Right now, you can get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail with the purchase of a Napa Legend Premium Battery. Its durability and power make it the obvious choice for people who hate getting stranded by a dead car battery. So pretty much everyone. The Napa Legend Premium Battery and $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care Centers. Limit 2 per household while supplies last. Offer ends 2/28/19.
Napa know-how.
Right now, you can get a $20 prepaid Visa gift card by mail with the purchase of a Napa Legend Premium Battery. Its durability and power make it the obvious choice for people who hate getting stranded by a dead car battery. So pretty much everyone. The Napa Legend Premium Battery and $20 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores and Napa Auto Care centers. Limit 2 per household while supplies last. Offer ends 2/28/19.